All right. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. All right. Shout out to the fire in the comments. All right, let me get my presentation back on here. All right, so if you are ready to get $100,000 in your business name, shout out to y'all. Do me one favor, all right? Shout out to the fire in the comments. And drop 100K in the comments. All right, let me get my presentation back on here. All right, so if you are ready to get 100,000. All right, that was my chat box. Drop 100K in the chat box if you came to get $100,000 today. If you like London, this is my year. I see you doing your thing. I see you doing your big one, but now it's time for me to do my big one. If that is how you feeling, drop 100K in the chat box. Let me know. She said, London, I need that $100,000. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see how. Where's my chat box? All right. There we go. Perfect. 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 All right, guys, if this is your first time attending one of my master classes, drop a 1 in the chat. If you've been to a master class before, drop a 2 in the chat. But if this is your first time joining a London Richie master class, welcome. I'm so thankful that you're here with me this evening. I'm about to blow your mind. One thing about it, I give all information. I go straight in. I give you the things that you need to execute. So by the time you leave this masterclass tonight, you should be pumped up. You should be inspired. And most importantly, you should be educated and motivated to go out here and do the same thing for yourself. All right. So tonight, this is the Progressor Business Funding Master Class. That's just what it is, right? And inside this masterclass, we're going to learn how to build business credit so that then you can go out there and get business funding. And then we're going to learn how to create different streams of income, right? So our goal is to get prepared, get the money, and once you get the money, to invest the money, all right? Can we do that? That's the agenda for tonight. That's it. That's all. I asked one thing. Can we make a deal? I just asked that we do one thing and we make one deal. You access this information. You like what you hear. You like what you learn. You see that other people do it too. She said 80 paydex score here. Amen. I'm going to offer you an opportunity to further your investment by working alongside of me to help you get to your goal of achieving this. So if you're feeling what I present to you and you feel like this masterclass and this information is going to change your life, then you come and work side by side with me and some of my other students to help you get to that goal. If that's something that we can shake on, comment the word deal. Comment the word deal. Let me know if we're going to have a deal. If you like what I'm teaching, if you're about to learn something you never learned before, and you truly believe from the core of your heart that this is something that you can do, and you feel like I'm capable of helping you do it, then you come and work with me and let me be your mentor to coach you to your results. All right. I like that. I like y'all. We got a deal, right? So before we get started, these are some people who started just like you. They started exactly where you are today, right? So here's some of my students. We have my girl, Alexandria. She says, hey, I went to Sam's Club. I got approved for 6K. And then I went back and then I got approved for another 10K. Total, that's $16,000. Lala said, happy Friday, everybody. I just want to share that I went to Sam's Club yesterday and got approved for $6,000, right? Valerie said, happy holidays. Sam's Club spreading love. I got approved for $12,000, only 5 trade lines with Experian. Another one of my students, it says, congratulations. You have been approved for a credit limit of $25,000. Somebody else, congratulations. You have been approved for $15,000, right? Special delivery. Let's bring in the new year, right? These are actual people that are just like you. They don't have any money. They just started. They just got their LLCs, but they went through the process and executed it step by step. And within 30 to 90 days, they are seeing these kind of results, right? Another one of my students, $14,500 in funding, right? Home Depot, right? We have Net 30. You can use anywhere. $4,500 approval. This is all done with bad credit. For every single product that we are looking at right here on this screen that you see my students being approved for, none of them are required to have good credit. Why? Because you don't always need to leverage your credit for funding, right? So before we get into this, who am I, right? If this is your first time experiencing me or meeting me, I am London Richie, and I'm just like you, right? I'm a young lady that started off as a terrible employee. I was always fired from my jobs. I had bad credit. My car literally got repoed out of my best friend's driveway while I was on vacation. That tells you two things. I was not paying my bills on time. And two, I never took care of my priorities. Because why am I on vacation and my car note is not paid, right? Been there, done that. That's why I don't judge. That's just why I teach, right? So my car got repoed out of my friend's driveway. So I didn't have repos, right? My first credit card was a Victoria's Secret credit card. I got my bra and panties. I never paid the bill. Cell phones cut off. Me and bills, we just didn't get along. I just never paid them on time, right? So I'm a person who came from bad credit. I was a trouble teen, in and out of trouble. I've been to juvie, I've been to jail, I've been through it all for one thing, just trying to figure out how to get rich and how to become more financially free, right? What led me into my life as a bottle girl, which I felt was going to be a legal fast hustle, but to be honest, I didn't like the way it felt. And I felt like I had a bigger purpose, I had a bigger calling, and there was something else that I was supposed to be doing. Furthermore, I said I wanted to be rich, and I didn't understand how I was really going to get rich from being a bottle girl, right? And most importantly, I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. So every time I got money, I was doing this and then doing this, and I was in a cycle, waiting for payday, waiting to get my cash at the end of the night. But why was I always broke? I did not understand financial literacy, and most important, I was missing credit. And once I found the right mentor who taught me how to fix my credit, taught me how to establish a business, build business credit, go out there and get funding and invest into things like real estate, online digital courses and products, event space. I've done Airbnb. I have a rental car business, and all of my business endeavors that now pays me enough to, one, retire my mom, to become a serial entrepreneur, meaning I own multiple businesses, and I didn't start not one of my businesses with my own money. I leveraged business credit and business funding to become the woman that I am today. And that's why I want to teach this information to you, because I'm passionate about it, because it truly changed my life. With that being said, I've been blessed to be able to be a multiple home owner, meaning I'm owning the home I'm presenting from right now, but I also own multiple different income and rental properties that I've purchased, and I've also done a lot of fix and flips. If you guys are on my YouTube, you can check out a few of the videos I've posted before. I'm also a world traveler, and I'm able to do these things due to financial literacy, not only because I make money from anywhere in the world passively, but I also understand the power of a credit card and leveraging rewards points. So most of the time I get to travel for free because I leverage the bank's money. And last but not least, I'm a coach and I'm a mentor to many people just like you. And my wish is that I can become a mentor to many of you guys on this class tonight to help you get to where it is that you desire to be, to help you have more freedom. And if you really, really want to, fire your boss and just have more time. All right. So if you guys are ready to get started, drop some fire in the comments, right? If you like my story, drop some fire in the comments. And if you want a complete turnaround in your current life, drop some fire in the comments, because this is the year. We're going into the summer. We are in second quarter. This is the time for us to execute, for us to level up, for us to have the life that we truly desire to have and live. Because who is going to tell us that we're not qualified? Who is going to tell us that we cannot do it? Who is going to tell us that if it's not us, then who? If it's not you, then who? Right? So here's some more of my students, because I'm trying to tell you one thing about it. I show results. The proof are in the results. Not what I say is what I can show you, right? I thrive and live off proof. One of my students said, it took me 3 months. I told y'all 90 days. It took me 90 days to acquire over 10 trade lines. My latest approval was for Chase's Business Inc. Unlimited credit card. Only one PG with Chase, everything else, no PG, tier 2 all summer, right? Sam's Club business line of credit and MasterCard, both $8,000, that's $16,000 total. No PG. That means you could do this with bad credit, no credit, good credit. Why? Because your credit did not matter when getting this card. She said, I applied within 2 weeks of each other, which I wouldn't recommend. Wait until your business profile changes. You get it, 16,000, right? Somebody else said, got my wife approved with Home Depot, $9,600 limit, right? Look at all the cards. We got Granger, Quill, BP, Floor Decor, NAV, Divvy, Wex, Uline, right? Sam's Club MasterCard. We got the Pro Premier card. We have the X1 card. We have the Super Fleet card. And if you ask me, that's a whole lot of money in this mother. Ooh. Somebody comment the word funded if you're getting funded tonight. I want to see some people get some live fundings on this class tonight. Who, if you getting funded tonight on this class, drop the word funded in the chat box, right? Let me know who getting funded. Yeah. Shout out to Kim. Okay, Micah. Yes. Funded. Okay, Angel. Funded. Jaden, Farrah, Jasmine. Yes. Anessa. Woo. Opie. Alexandria. Yes. Period. Energy. I love it. Right. So in order for you guys to get funded, there are going to be some steps that we really, really, really need to make sure that is in place. So in this 4-step strategy, right, step 1 is going to be business structure. Now, there are a lot of relevant factors when it's time to get funded, but one of the most important things is how your business is set up. All right, I had to slow that down so you guys can understand the seriousness in what I'm saying. So let me bring my microphone a little closer, right? If you have an LLC, drop a 1 in the chat. If you don't, drop a 2 in the chat. Let me see something, right? So when it's time to get funded, one of the most important things is going to be your business name. Let me see. Okay. All right. Yeah, exactly. See, sometimes I have to go over this information because it's important. And some people are just getting started and some people already started, but their businesses are not set up the right way. And that is going to be important. So rule number 1 is structure, making sure your business is structured properly. So step 1, a part of that process is making sure that your business name is not on the restricted industry list, meaning that if you do credit repair, your business should not be London's Credit Repair. If you do Airbnb, your business should not be London Travel Services. Now, don't get me wrong, you can have an LLC for that. But when we are getting funded, we want to use a LLC that is fundable. And unfortunately, every business is not going to qualify for the money. Some businesses are considered high risk, right? And high risk businesses are hazards. So there's going to be 1 or 2 things that's going to happen if you are high risk. Either you're not going to get no money or you're only going to get a little bit of money. And our overall goal is to get a whole lot of money, not just a little bit. One thing about me, if you in my tribe, you in my mentorship, we don't do nothing small. We do everything big, right? We do everything correct. We overachievers, and it's just pure excellence on this side, right? So making sure your business name is available, making sure that it's low risk, right? Make sure you guys can screenshot the page on my screen if you guys need to go back and look at this, right? So you can go to namecheck.com, which is namechk.com, and make sure that your business name is actually available, right? Once you do that, and you know that your business name is available, you know it's secure. But then you also want to check your code. Your name is good and it's available, but what industry is your business in, right? So it's like, I told you guys, high risk businesses are going to be credit repair businesses. It's going to be transportation companies. So if you guys are getting into trucking and transports, right? If you guys are getting into Turo, if you guys are getting into Airbnb, a lot of those industries are considered high risk. So if you look on the list and you see that your industry is high risk and you don't know what to put, I like to just go as a consulting business. So a lot of my businesses are listed as consulting businesses because I know that that's going to qualify for max funding. So with your business, there's going to be something called a NAICS code, right? That's NAICS code. Let me know if y'all got that. Somebody write that in the chat. NAICS, N-A-I-C-S. That's going to be the name of the code, and that's going to be categorized with your business industry, right? So when you are looking on your documents, let me write that in the chat. I see somebody was supposed to hold me down. Thank you, Anessa. Right? When it comes down to getting funded, businesses, banks are going to check your industry code. And if your NAICS code is high risk, again, you're only going to qualify for a little bit of money, or you're not going to get funding at all. So when you guys are going to get your LLC, for those of you guys who don't have an LLC, or if you do have an LLC, just going to look over your documents. If you guys do not have a low risk NAICS code, and your industry is high risk, just put consulting, and that code is going to be 541611. Somebody write that in the chat, 541611. That's going to be the best code to categorize your business if your business is high risk. If you do have a low risk business code, then it's going to be perfectly fine to use the code for your business. All right. Next up is your business address. Your business address is very, 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 very important. I cannot even overstress or overemphasize how important your business address is going to be. Your business address can flag your business, so it can come up as a high-risk industry, and this can potentially stop your bag. And one thing about it, we don't want nothing stopping our bag. So instead of using your home address, which is one personal and public information, so if I Google your business and your home address is attached to that, guess what? You are literally, I'm going to be able to know where you live. So if you guys are actually doing business and you actually have customers, guess what? These customers could come to your house and tell you to come outside because they want to tussle. So you want to absolutely stay away from using your home address within your business. This is also considered high risk with the banks as well. So if you don't have a physical brick and mortar, you don't have a location for your business, I highly recommend using a virtual office address. So the company that I recommend is going to be Opus, which is OPUS. Somebody drop it in the chat. That's going to be Opus, OPUS. I recommend Opus because Opus help you build business credit. And our overall goal tonight is to figure out how we can get $100,000 in our business name. Yes, if they like to tussle, they go tussle, right? So we want to make sure that our businesses qualify for the most amount of money. So we're going to have that deliverable business address. You do not want to have a PO box. You do not want to have a UPS box. Those addresses are considered high risk, and you definitely are not going to be able to qualify for the bag. So if you already have your LLC and your business, your home address is attached to it, or you have a PO box or a UPS box, you can go to your state Secretary of State and just update that information. Again, I recommend Opus. There are other companies, but Opus is going to be my recommended. Next, you want to make sure that you guys have a phone number for your business. So there's two ways I recommend having a business phone number for your business. The first one is going to be Global Voice Direct. That's a company that you can go to. I think it's about $9.99 a month to have a 1-800 number or an 888 number for your business. But what I love about them, just like Opus, they help you build business credit. So this is going to be your second vendor reporting to your business credit profile, and we haven't even gotten started. So talk about not wasting on money, but still being effective. Hello. So Global Voice Direct is going to be one of the companies I recommend, is going to be my number one. Another thing that you guys can do, if you already have a cell phone, which most of us have, you can call the company for your cell phone. Like if you have Verizon, you can call Verizon and ask if they'll switch your phone to a business line. And then you can report those payments to your business credit profile, which is also going to help you generate a business credit score. So those are two options that you guys can have when it comes down to getting your business phone number. There's other companies as well. Yes, Global Voice Direct is always going to be my number one recommendation, right? So next, email addresses, because a lot of y'all already email me and reach out to me, and I see a lot of Gmails, a lot of Yahoos, and a lot of iClouds. But one thing that you guys want to keep in mind when you guys are asking the banks for money for your business, we are going to these financial institutions and we're asking them for large amounts of money, like big businesses. Like, you are bold to walk in a bank and say, hey, I need $100,000 for my business. So you definitely want to make sure that your business is set up and structured like a big business. So your email is going to be one of the most important factors. I can tell if you really do business by your email address. So I'm saying all of that to say that you want to have an email address with yourcompanyname.com. All right. So my business is London Enterprises, and my email addresses are typically info@londonenterprises.com. Y'all get it? info@mybusinessname.com. You do not want info@gmail.com, your name at yahoo.com. You don't want to represent nobody else's business but yours, right? So unfortunately, I don't have a way for you to build business credit while getting an email, but some of the companies that I do recommend getting an email with for your business is going to be GoDaddy. I like G Suite, which is with Google. Those are two places that I highly recommend getting your business email address. But remember, it's going to be at yourcompanyname.com, which is going to be the best domain name for your email. And in order to even get that, that means you need the domain, right? And attached to the domain is going to be your website. So again, you can get a website / your domain name from GoDaddy.com or G Suite. So those, like the phone number, the email, and a website, you can get that as a package. You can literally get that as a package. You can get your phone number, your email, and your website as a package from GoDaddy, but you're not going to be able to build business credit. If you want to build business credit, then it's going to be best to break them down and work with businesses that will report to your business credit profile. All right. When it comes down to your website, you do not need a 12-page website. All you need is a simple one-page website to discuss what kind of business you do, put an about me, put some contact information, and it's simple. So a place that you guys can get your business website is going to be a website called Fiverr. And I love Fiverr. No, if I don't specify that it reports to your business credit profile, then it doesn't. I will intentionally tell you what reports to your business credit profile, because it's a part of me teaching you how to build business credit. But if I don't mention it, then no, it doesn't. Yes, Opus for sure. Right. So with your website, you do not need to have a 12-page website. You can go to Fiverr, which is Fiverr, and Fiverr you can find somebody on Fiverr for like $10 to make your website for you, right? So Fiverr is like the holy grail for business owners. So everybody drop some fire in the comments, because if you've never heard about Fiverr, I just put you on to the website that is going to change your life as an entrepreneur. So you're going to mix Fiverr with this funding that I'm going to show you how to get, and together, it ain't nothing you can't do. Yes, I love funnels. I definitely recommend a funnel. If you guys are selling some sort of product where it requires you to have a funnel, absolutely. I absolutely have funnels. You guys register for this masterclass via funnel. So for sure, Fiverr is like, I need everybody dropping fire in the comments, because Fiverr is the holy grail, like for entrepreneurs. It's insane how serious Fiverr is, y'all. All right. So after we have our email, our website, our phone number, our address, and we have a low risk industry, it's time to get our LLC, period. Because we're businessmen and women. And as business owners, as entrepreneurs who want this bag, you got to have a business, baby. We got to have a business. So many perks to being a business owner. So you want to legally own a business. Even if you don't know what kind of business you want to start right now, make sure you have an LLC, even if it's just sitting, because the longer you have a business, the more money that business is going to qualify for. All right. But do know we can get you funded same day as a new entrepreneur too. Okay. So when it comes down to getting your LLC, drop a 1 in the chat if you have an LLC, drop a 2 in the chat if you don't. Let me see something. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have an LLC. Drop a 2 in the chat if you don't. Okay, some of people, okay. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have an LLC. Drop a 2 in the chat if you don't. All right, well, it's giving a lot of mixed reviews here. We got a lot of yeses. We got a lot of no's. It's coming in as a tie. It's coming in as a tie. All right, don't worry. This information is for both parties, right? if you have an LLC or if you do not have a LLC, you do not need to pay somebody thousands of dollars to get your LLC for you. The place you can go to get your LLC is going to be your state Secretary of State. So if you want to drop your city and state, I can tell you where to go to get your LLC, right? So I live in the state of Georgia. I will go to Georgia Secretary of State website and get my business. And guess what they're going to ask you on the application? Everything we just went over. All you're going to need is your business name, your phone number, your email, your website, and your industry. That is the only information that they ask you when you're getting an LLC. You do not need nothing else, which means you do not need to pay somebody a lot of money to get your LLC for you. You can do it yourself. Somebody said they live in California. So you will go to California Secretary of State website to get your LLC. I live in Georgia. I will go to Georgia Secretary of State website to get my LLC. If you live in Texas, Texas Secretary of State website to get your LLC. You have all the other information that you need. And if you are taking notes, I'm giving it to you step by step in order that you need to have these things. So by the time you get to the LLC, you have all the other things that you need. Hello, I got y'all. I'm gonna make sure we always good. Michigan, that's Laura. You're gonna go to Michigan Secretary of State website to get your LLC, right? So once you guys get your LLC and you have your articles of incorporation, I highly recommend getting an EIN number. Now, EIN number is going to be like your business's social security number. It's something that you absolutely have to have. And with that, you guys are going to want to make sure that, well, let's be real. You need an EIN number in order to open up a business bank account, y'all. All right. So this is a step that you cannot skip. So make sure you guys do this as soon as you get your articles of organization back. All right. So you can go to the irs.gov and get it, and it's completely free. Everybody write the word free in the chat. It's free. Somebody said, do you recommend setting up your LLC in Nevada or Wyoming? Either or, honestly, either or. Can you get your LLC in a different state that you live in? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can register your LLC in multiple places. Yes, your EIN from the irs.gov is completely free. You should get it same day, right? So after we have our LLC and after we have our EIN, guess what? We're going to make sure that our business is listed, because now we're big businesses. Our businesses are structured properly. We know we getting set up for funding, and we know that underwriters are going to want to look up our businesses. That's why we got to have a website. And most importantly, this is why we have to list our business. So I want you to go to listyourself.net and list your business. You could pay $60 and list yourself in the national database. You can pay $60 one time, and it will cover the cost for the whole year for your business to be in the national database. All right. Alongside of that, you guys can also put your business on Google. You can put your business on Bing. You can put your business on Yahoo. You can put your business on Yelp. The more places your business is housed, that's the more visibility your business will have, and the more opportunity for us to find your business. All right. So if you guys are running if this is your 7-figure business year, drop some money bags in the comments. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So once your business is set up using all of those steps, it's lit. Now I'm excited. My palms are now itching because we're getting closer and closer to the money, right? And that's why we here. Let's be real. We all came here for one thing, which is the money. So if you came here to get the money, to learn how to get the money, flip the money again, get the money some more, drop some money bags in the comments. Because one thing about it, I do this very well. Bag talk. My favorite type of talk there. All right. So after you guys structure your business properly, one of the most important parts is bank relationships. All right. Understanding that the longer you have business banking history, the better your borrowing power will be, which means the longer you have a relationship with this bank, the more money they're prone to give you. And that's why bank relationships are so important. They're like human relationships, right? Like, take me on dates, like before you try to like get up in my pockets, girl. our boy, like date me, court me, make me feel loved, make me feel like you care about me. Well, banks are people too, and that's just how they want to feel in order to know that you're worthy and capable of getting your business funded, right? So also understand that credit unions are the best banks for new businesses. So drop a 1 in the chat if your LLC is 6 months or less. If you had your LLC for 6 months or less, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 2 in the chat if you had your LLC for more than 6 months. Let me see where we at. Drop a 2 in the chat if you had your LLC for more than 6 months. Drop a 1 in the chat if your business is less than 6 months old. Let me know. Let me know. All right. So credit unions are the best banks for new companies, but don't get it twisted. They're the best banks for all companies. Credit unions is by the people and for the people, and they are some of my very, very, very favorite banks, right? So we already went over this in the structure part of this presentation, but just understanding in order to open up a business bank account, you are going to need your LLC documents, your EIN number that I told y'all, and you're going to need 2 forms of ID, which is typically going to be your ID, your passport, your ID, and a debit card, or 2 ways to verify that you are you, all right? Also, having an operating agreement, right? You can simply just Google operating agreements in your state, make sure it's filled out properly. And depending on what bank you're trying to open up an account with, they may or may not ask for the operating agreement. Either call or stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? But another important part about building bank relationships is understanding what credit bureaus lenders actually pull from. Understanding what credit bureaus lenders actually pull from. All places do not pull from Experian. All places does not pull from TransUnion. All places do not pull from Equifax. So a part of understanding bank relationships is going to be understanding how the banks actually work. All right. So some of my highly recommended banks for getting started is going to be America's First Credit Union. Make sure y'all writing this down because these are heavy gems, like on banks that will fund your business as a new business. This is extremely important. Banks that will fund your business without generating capital. This is extremely important. Banks that will fund your business without having any documents. This is extremely important. All right. So we have First Tech Credit Union. We have Navy Federal Credit Union. I have America's First Credit Union. I have Digital Federal Credit Union. We have Bank of America. Bank of America will literally give you 7 products at one time. We have Chase. We have US banks. And don't get me wrong, there are so many banks around the world. But these are just some of my favorite. I just pulled a few of my favorite for tonight's presentation, but feel free to access my secret lenders list if you guys have my bundle, or most importantly, if you guys are in my mentorship. All right. And somebody drop some money bags in the comments for these banks, because these banks give out money. Drop some money bags in the comments because these banks give out a bag. All right. Let me see where y'all at. Everybody drop some money. I want to see every single person on this presentation drop some money bags in the comments. Because y'all are, I hope tomorrow, which is Monday, y'all go and open up y'all business bank accounts and start building these relationships so y'all can get these bags, because I just gave you a list of banks that has more than enough money to fund every single person on here tonight. No excuses. So if you're trying to get that bag and you know that bag want to be next to you, drop some money bags in the comments. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give everybody a moment to drop their money bags. So I need everybody to put their pen down for a second and sow their seeds this evening. Okay. All right, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, right? So once we have already, I'm gonna go over the banks one more time. U.S. Bank, Digital Federal Credit Union, America's First Credit Union, First Tech Credit Union, Navy Federal Credit Union, Bank of America, and Chase. Are all of these banks available in California? You can definitely look them up. I think U.S. Bank for sure, Navy Federal for sure, Bank of America, Chase for sure. You can look up the credit unions, but if not, you can just simply Google credit unions in your area and find some credit unions to replace the ones I gave you if there are not. All right. So after we have established our business bank relationships, which is very, very, very important, next we want to understand how to establish business credit. And that's what we came here for. So for those of you guys who have bad credit, and those of you guys are in the process of working on your credit, which I highly recommend before I even get into my presentation, credit is going to change your life. Now, tonight, I'm going to teach you how to get funded while you have bad credit. But I'm going to tell you one thing, your real life opportunities that is really, really, really going to put you in a game, change your life, and give you the lowest interest rate, typically none, is going to be your credit. The houses and the cars and all the things that you truly want to last for a lifetime is going to require you to have good credit at some point. So you can leverage business credit to start you off, but while you're getting funded with this business credit and investing in your business, I really want you guys to be working on your credit at the same time. That's my disclaimer. I swear by it, and it's really going to change your life. All right. If you guys have any if you have any questions, make sure you guys drop them in the Q&A chat box. All right. So when it's time to establish business credit, understand that there are 3 credit bureaus with business credit, right? With our personal, we have Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. With our businesses, we have Dun & Bradstreet, we have Experian Business, and we have Equifax Business. So these are 3 credit bureaus that we really want to pay attention to when it's time to build business credit, okay? Our overall goal with building business credit is to have 15 to 25 things reporting to our business credit profile. 15 to 25 things reporting to our business credit profile so that we can start getting this bag without even showing our personal credit scores, to the point they're not even pulling our business credit scores, right? So the very most important thing I recommend when it's time to start building business credit is to have an account with a company called, okay, let me back up, because I don't know where this was at, Dun & Bradstreet, all right? So before we get started, right, understanding that Dun & Bradstreet is one of the credit bureaus with building business credit, for some reason, it's required that we have a number with them, right? Once we have this number with them, and these, remember I told you that 15 to 25 companies that's going to be reporting to our credit profile. Well, in order for them to report to our credit profile, they're going to need our Dun & Bradstreet number. So I want you guys to go to dnb.com, dnb.com, and apply for a free Dun & Bradstreet number. It's completely free. You cannot build business credit without this, all right? So nothing I've talked about this evening could be skipped, but this definitely cannot be skipped, all right? It's completely free. You can go to dnb.com, fill out your business information, and they'll give you a number. So now as we're building business credit, thank you so much, Caitlin. As we're building business credit, and we're establishing relationships with these companies, they're going to be asking us, what's your DUNS number? Or if they don't ask your DUNS number, I want you to make sure you give them your DUNS number to make sure that your relationship that you're building with them is not going in vain. The only reason why we're building these relationships with these companies is so that they can report to our business credit profile and help us build business credit. All right. Let me drop a yes in the chat if y'all got that. Write the word funded in the chat if you like funded. Like, I'm getting funded tonight, like funded. This is a business funding masterclass. All right. So once you guys have your Dun & Bradstreet number, I want you guys to go to NAV and say, yes, I am getting funded, London, period. And that's on period. And that's on the banks you getting funded tonight, okay? So, so you guys can go to NAV, which is NAV.com. Go to nav.com. Now, nav is free. Nav is going to be like the Credit Karma for your business. Nav is where you can find your business credit scores. Now, I don't like the free one. Even though it's free, I don't like the free one because it doesn't thoroughly show you your business credit scores. And if you pay for the Nav Boost, which is their upgraded service, it will help you establish a business credit score. So if you think about it right now, we have Opus, which is our office, that's one. We have Global Voice Direct, which is our phone, that's two. And then we have Nav, which is three. So before we really even got to building business credit, we already have three. We already have 3 trade lines reporting. Our goal is to have 15 to 25 trade lines reporting. We're making progress. We're making progress. All right. So now this is just the cool and fun part. It's time to build. It's time to build business credit. Although we already started in our structuring process, which is one of the most important processes, now we're about to get to the meat and potatoes of funding and building business credit for our businesses. All right. So when it comes down to building business credit, it's just a relationship thing. We're going to establish relationships with vendor accounts, right? We're going to order something from them. They're going to send it to us. They're going to give us a certain amount of days to pay them back. Once we pay them back, they're going to report to our business credit profile and basically tell the business credit bureaus that we're worthy of money, that we're worthy of getting our businesses funded. And this can take anywhere between 30 and 90 days. All right. If you do it right and you execute exactly how I'm telling you, it's lit. So we're building business credit. There are going to be 4 different levels, right? You have level 1, which is tier 1. You have level 2, which is tier 2. You have level 3, which is tier 3. And you have level 4, which is tier 4. Okay. Within tier 1, I highly recommend at minimum having 5 trade lines reporting. But for me, I like to get 7, right? Remember, I told you 15 to 25 trade lines reporting is 4 levels. So if you do 5, you'll have 5, 10, 15, 20. You'll have 20 on your 4th level. If you do 7, you'll have 7, 14, 21. You'll have 21 on your 3rd level, which is canceling out level 4. For me, I like to do things faster. I want my money by tomorrow. How quickly can I get this bag? And how quickly can I flip this bag? So if you're trying to execute faster, I say do 7. But also do what your finances at this moment allows you to afford until you get the funding. So then you can really, truly invest that into your business. All right. So when it comes down to vendor accounts, you can get products and services for your business needs and defer the payment on those for 30 days. So that means that the businesses will send you the products up front and you don't need any money up. You don't need any money. They'll send it to you. And then guess what? Once you receive the product, initially starting, you'll have 30 days and they will give you 30 days to pay them back. This means if you're starting Airbnb and we have the Amazon card, we can fully furnish an entire Airbnb unit, start generating income within that 30 days and have money to pay back our vendor accounts. So not only are we building business credit to really get to the bag later on, we also can leverage these products in our businesses up front, meaning you can start businesses without having no money today. Because these companies will send you their products up front without you paying $1 to them. And then they're going to give you a minimum of 30 days to pay those invoices back. There's nobody that's going to do that for you. There is nobody that will do that for you. But these companies understand that you're establishing business credit and that you're looking to build a relationship with them. All right, don't say without interest. Everything comes with interest, but I am also going to get into interest-free credit cards. Just give me a minute, right? It should be 1,000 more people in here to get the information, of course. But one thing about it, if I can change the people that are in here lives, then I did my job for the day, and I'll go back out there tomorrow and try to get another group of people. And guess what? These people who lives I changed, they're going to turn around and go tell other people that this information changed their life. And those people are then going to come to me and ask me to change them, right? All right. So some of the companies I recommend you guys establishing relationships with, right? Remember, we have Opus, we have Global Voice Direct, and we have NAV. So we already have 3. So let's say we're on level 1, we already have 3. Then you could get Uline. I love Uline. Uline have all type of shipping supplies. If you guys have physical products, they have things for your candle business. They have things for your Airbnb business. They have things for your clothing boutique. They have things for your restaurant. They have things for your cleaning business. You can start a 6-figure cleaning business with just products from Uline alone. Right? So yeah, Kim said, I love Uline, which is going to be our 4th one. So our 5th one can be Grainger. Grainger is very similar to Uline. They have a lot of similar products, if not more. And they also have their differences as well. That's going to make 5. So for those of you guys that are going to go through all 4 stages, you already have your 5. You already have your 5. For those of you guys that are going to go my way and get this money by tomorrow, speed up the process, right? You guys can go in and add SupplyWorks, and you can add HD Supply. That's going to be 7. That's going to be 7 vendors in your first round, just like that. And 3 of them was a part of your structure. So those first 3, you can just have on auto pay. You don't even need to make payments. You don't even need to make orders. You don't need to make anything. Right? So some other ones I highly recommend is going to be Zorro, Crown Office Supplies, Home Depot, Lowe's. For those of you guys in transportation, anybody getting into rental car business, Toro business, trucking business, I like Wex Fleet, I like 76, I like BP Solutions. For those of you guys that want to be walking billboards for your businesses, I like Business T-Shirt Club, I like Shirtsy, right? There's so many different companies out there. If you guys are in my mentorship, or if you have my bundle, you'll have a list of over 100 vendors that you guys can work with that can actually help you in your business. If you need a business plan, they have Wise Business Plan. We have the Amazon card. There are so many different companies you guys can get with. I just want to drop a few on you guys, all right? So some other ones that we can go over are Strategic Network Solutions, the CEO Creative, Tiger Direct. We have eCredible. We have Credit Strong, right? We have Shirtsy. Remember I told y'all that's going to be your t-shirts. That's going to be your custom apparel. So you could be a walking billboard for your business. We have Halo Branding Services. We have Amazon, right? So with this, right, remember we want to have 5 to 7. Once you see that these companies are reporting to your business credit profile, you do not need to make orders with them anymore. You only make an order with them so that they can report to your business credit profile. Once you see that they have reported and now your scores are going up, once your invoices are paid, you don't have to work with these companies anymore. You can move on to your next 5 and 7 vendors. So you place an order, you pay your invoice, you check your business credit profile. If they reported, you can be done. If they did not report, then you are going to make another order with this company. Now, let me put so easy. Oh my God, I'm in heaven. Yes. So one of the things that I want to say as far as a disclaimer, some of these companies might give you 3 and 5, even $10,000 trade lines. Now, what I don't recommend is that you spend all of that money in one place. I recommend you taking the minimum purchase requirement and yes, you are checking on NAV. That's exactly where you check your scores at every month on NAV. And also NAV is going to be on your report as a trade line, a high limit trade line at that, if you have the boost. So you're going to be getting a 2-for-1 from NAV, right? But don't spend all the money that they give you in one place. I don't highly recommend. What I recommend is that when you're going to place your initial order, when you guys call these companies, simply ask them, hey, what's your minimum purchase order requirement? That means how much money do I need to spend before you report this purchase to my business credit profile? Some of them might say $50, exactly. Some of them might say $70. Some of them might say $100. Realistically, that's all you need to spend with these companies. Now, if you're getting something for your business and it requires you to spend a little more, go ahead, do your thing. However, do not go crazy and spend all that money. Right now, the only reason why we're even working with these companies is that so that we can get to the money. So don't tie yourself up with these vendor accounts, spending $3,000, $1,000 right now, and that's going to slow you down from getting the money if you're not generating any money, because now you're not going to be able to pay them back, and now you're not going to be able to build business credit, and it's going to be repeating a cycle. What I'm teaching you right now is another opportunity for you to create a second chance, right? Because a lot of us already have bad credit, so we can't go get no money. So I'm teaching you how to create a second chance from nothing while you have bad credit, while you fix your scores. And my overall goal, my only promise that I want you guys to make is that you do not mess this up, that you pay your invoices on time so that you can get to the finish line, and that's to get funded. That's to get this money. That's the goal, to get this money. So if your goal is to get some money, everybody write the word funded in the chat. You almost didn't get on, girl. See, don't ever sleep on me, because I don't play. I see some of my students in the chat box already letting y'all know how your girl London get down. All right. So some of the cards I highly love and recommend is going to be the Amazon card, Wise Business Plan. I like the CEO Creative. I love Uline. Credit Strong is a trade line that when you pay into it, they will put high limit trade lines on your credit report. And one thing that I learned in this lifetime is that when people see that you have something, they will be more prone to give you something. So when I look on your credit profile for your business and I see that Credit Strong gave you $15,000 credit card, which they really didn't, they just gave you a trade line, but I see that, guess what I'm thinking? Oh, you can handle 30. I'll give you 30. If you report in positively 15, I'll double it and give you 30. Period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? So we want those trade lines. We want eCredible. We want Credit Strong. We want NAV Boost. So make sure you guys definitely, absolutely get those trade lines on your credit profile. Shout out to all y'all in the comments going crazy. I see it. I feel the love. Oh, y'all got me fired up. I love that, because my team says she's a beast, because I don't play. All right. So again, remember I told you guys our overall goal. They be trying to one up on each other. I'm screaming, yes, exactly. My goal is to have the banks and the financial institutions fighting over you. Oh, you get 30. Oh, they gave you 30. I'm going to give you 60. Oh, they gave you 60. I'm going to give you 100. They gave you 100, 150. Fight over my love, baby. Just pay me, baby. Just pay me, baby. Just pay me, baby, right? So I told you guys the overall goal is to have 15 to 25 trade lines reporting. Me, if you do it my way, you get 7 each round. When you get to the third round, you'll have 21, and it's going to put you in the perfect spot. It's going to put you in like that sweet spot right there, so you can really start getting your approvals, right? So at the 15 trade lines are reported, you're able to apply for cash cards. This is what I'm talking about: Visa, MasterCard, Discover Card, and most importantly, you can drive off the lot with a brand new whip with new keys with no money down. Let me know if you're trying to drive off the car lots without digging in your pocket. Matter of fact, leave your bag at home. Leave the wallet at home. All you need to show up with is the blank check that the bank sent to your house for you to fill in with a nice luxury pen and your ID, boo. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So y'all gotta get on the Zoom. The Zoom is where it's at. The Zoom is where it's at. Yeah, exactly. Where y'all at? Y'all not on the Zoom. Y'all gotta get on the Zoom. But y'all definitely gotta get some energy in these comments. I need to see some energy on this live though. Yeah. What kind of cards? What kind of cash cards? How much money do I need to put to the side for those trade lines to report? You could just call the companies and ask their minimum purchase requirement. Each company is typically between $50 to $100. So you can just, do your budgeting from there. But I always say, get busy. Y'all got to get on your hustle. Y'all can sell digital products just like that. For those of you guys that's in my mentorship, I give you products to sell. So you could be making money right now. I made 6 figures off digital products, and then I give them to you to go sell them. Go sell them. Right? Start a candle company. Take phone consultations. Take this information from the masterclass and teach people how to set up their businesses now. Now that you have access to this information, y'all can take this information and flip this information and go make some money. The information is on me. The hustle is on you, right? The hustle is on you. So somebody said, what kind of cash cards can we get? So some of the businesses that I love, that I recommend, is going to be Divvy, Capital on Tap. I love Capital on Tap. Torpango, Sam's Club MasterCard. Like, I swear by that card, no lie. We have Hatch. We have Charity Charge card. We have 5-Star Process, Ramp, Brex, Clear, Spin Hub, Kate, RHO, and G's. Do the amount of trade lines help you build business credit faster? Absolutely. He said, I'm driving, but tuned in. Tune in, but drive safe, but tune in, all right? So Divvy, I love Divvy. I've already showed you guys a screenshot. When y'all see 25,000, 15,000, 40,000, 50,000, $60,000 approvals, that come from places like Divvy. Remember, I told y'all bank relationships are important. So imagine having a bank account for 3 months. You have a strong business credit profile. Then you go to Divvy and Divvy give you $25K for your business. Come on. Without checking your personal credit, where they do that at? Would it drop 25K in the comments if you can use 25K right now for an idea you have? You can use 25K right now in your business. You can use 25K right now to buy your Airbnb units. You can use 25K right now to do whatever it is that you want to do. You want to open up your event space. You want to start your online business. You want to start selling hair. You want to start selling clothes. You want to go get some trucks. So imagine being able to go get some cars in your business name and you got 25K. You on to the money. You on to the money. Divvy will fund your business up to $400,000. It's more than enough. It's more than enough for you. It's more than enough for you. The money is here. Just execute. I just need you to execute. That's it. Torpango, Brex, minimum, Capital on Tap. Capital on Tap gave me $36,000 without checking my credit. Sam's Club MasterCard gave me $15,000. They have funded my students so many times. Ramp, ClearCard, Spin Hub, Clearbank, Charity Charge, Kate. Come on now. Come on now. All of these cards are non-PG. No PG. No PG required. No PG required. Meaning you can do this with bad credit, good credit, no credit, don't matter what your credit is, because there is no credit check. But I don't care how many times I tell you no credit check, no credit check, no credit check. Get your credit in order. Stop ignoring it. Stop ignoring it. Stop putting on cologne without taking a shower. That's what we're doing. Now I'm gonna let you do it one time. I'm gonna let you do it one time so that you can dig yourself up out the hole. You can get yourself in the game. But at the end of the day, after you get this money, I need you to turn back around and go get in the shower. And getting in the shower is simply fixing your credit. Because it's a whole different ball game when your credit is together. Let's be clear. If y'all credit was together, you wouldn't even need to do none of this. If your credit was together, you would not need to do none of this. You would not need to build no business trade lines, none of this. You would be able to go straight to the bank without spending no money. But because your credit is not in position and you still need to get this money, this is what we're going to do to get this money. All right? Because one thing about it, nobody left behind. I'm not going to leave nobody out because your credit is not in position. We all had bad credit before. We all been there before. My credit was terrible. It got repoed. I had charge-offs. I had collections. My was horrible. Horrible. I couldn't get approved for nothing. Couldn't even get a phone in my name. Remember, I got denied to rent a car from Hertz because my credit was bad. At that point, it was just like, yo, credit will hold you back in life. Credit will hold you back in life. right? So alongside of that, y'all, while we are building business credit, right, there are some other opportunities that we can leverage within ourselves that we can do in the background to make this money come faster, to allow us to get approved for more money and to build out the perfect business credit profile. So one of the things that I highly recommend is going to be a CD loan, which is a certificate of deposit loan. And this is just simply you using your own money as collateral, right? So if you guys, some of y'all work, some of you guys already have businesses where y'all may be generating capital. Some of y'all do services, y'all do consultations, y'all do hair, y'all do nails. The best thing to do instead of having money sit in your bank account is to go to the bank, right? Because remember, y'all all got y'all business bank account, right? Hello, right? Exactly. So because we already have good credit, because we already have building business bank accounts, and remember, you can have as many business bank accounts as you want. I have multiple bank accounts for my businesses because I am big on relationships. I want to build a relationship with all y'all. So when I go get funded, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna go to you. I'm gonna go to you. I'm gonna go to you. Give me 25,000. Give me 50,000. Give me 30,000. Oh yeah, that's how you end up getting $200,000, $300,000 because you went to all the places you have relationships with and you got funded. All right. So with the CD account, you could basically just go to the bank, tell them, look, hey, I got $500. I want to open up a certificate of deposit, right? Once you do good by that, well, guess what? The banks will give you back your money and then they'll give you an unsecured loan. Because you did right by your own money. Sometimes it's okay to trick the system. Right? It depends on where you got your virtual office address from because Opus works every time. I have a virtual office address for all of my businesses and I've got so much money in funding, it's not even funny. All right, yeah, I like Navy Federal. I love Navy Federal. So how much should you put in? If you have 25K, absolutely. Everybody don't have 25K. If you have 500, start with 500. If you have 250, start with 250. Start with what you have. Don't watch everybody else's journey and feel like you're supposed to have this and do that and do that. At this point, what I'm teaching you is to keep your eyes on your own prize and just simply focus on getting yours together. Go build your business, structure your business right, build your business credit, get this money. While you're doing that, fix your credit and then go get a whole different type of bag, leverage that and invest it multiple ways. You can invest into real estate, you can invest into passive income, but don't worry because I'm gonna teach you guys about some industries that you guys can invest into, all right? Drop some fire in the comments if y'all learning something on this masterclass so far. Drop some fire in the comments if I'm doing exactly what I said that I was going to do, and that's deliver you with information. Drop some fire in the comments if you like, London, you just taught me something that I did not know. Drop some fire in the comments if you are executing. When you wake up in the morning tomorrow, you should feel excited to run these plays. You should be excited to go get this money because let me tell you something. To do this stuff, it takes 30 minutes a month, not a day, not a week, but a month, 30 minutes out the month. You're going to go to work 40 hours a week and work for somebody else who wouldn't even loan you 10K if you needed it. Furthermore, your boss probably won't even give you a ride to work if you needed it. So stop putting all your eggs in one basket with this one source of income at your day job. And let me teach you how to get this money. Let me teach you how to invest this money. So now when you in Dubai with me, your Shopify is like, and you like, London, let's extend this trip for another week because I'm making a bag. Let's go to another country from here. We can shop when we get there because I'm making a bag on my cell phone. Because I was able to get funded for my business and invest this into passive streams of income. I was able to pay Ari and Jada and all these influencers to promote my businesses and pay for a team. Right? Let me know. Let me know. Who's ready to change their life? Because relying on one source of income is way too close to none. It just is. It just is. Like, I don't know how else I should say this. I don't know what else I should say. He said, "You not lying, Jay. I'm so tired of working and struggling hello. Come on. That's what I'm saying. At what point do you get tired of relying on one source of income? All right. So I'm about to get into the second part of the class. And this is really, I hope this really opens up your mind to understand how this really works. And that's one thing I love about what I teach, because I teach you, one, how to start now, but I also teach you how to get yourself together while you're starting now, so that once your credit is okay, God, come on now with the words. Once your credit is in place, it becomes a colossal. The opportunities are just like inevitable at this point. Right? So we already talked about how to get money with bad credit. But I want to talk about another opportunity for you guys to get money with good credit. And one thing about it, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Once I teach you how to get money with bad credit, and we're investing that, and now we're generating income, at the same time, I am going to show you how to fix your credit, because that's important. All right? Do me a favor, drop a 1 in the chat if you have good credit. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have credit scores of 680 and above. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have scores of 680 and above. I want to see somebody get funded on this class tonight. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. If your credit is in position, you can get this money by tomorrow, for real. You don't even have to do all of that other stuff. That what I'm teaching you is just for those of you guys that need an opportunity, because we're not going to leave you outside. All right, so I need everybody to listen carefully. So everybody who's dropping a 1 right now that their credit is in position, I want to see who getting funded on my class tonight, all right? So when it comes down to getting funded for your business, right? We just talked about how to get funded with bad credit, but there's also opportunities to leverage your personal credit to get funded. And there's so many amazing benefits in that, and I'm going to go over that, right? So first, you want to make sure that you have a 680 credit score on all credit bureaus, but if not, you want to use the credit bureau that has that score. So understanding that the banks don't pull from all credit unions, like Chase might pull from TransUnion, right? Bank of America might pull from Equifax. Each bank pull from a different credit bureau. And that's one of the things I also teach you guys inside my mentorship as well. I teach you guys how to and where to get funding from with my secret lenders list, and all of the information inside is just sickening. All right. So you want to make sure you have a 680 above on one or all credit bureaus. Next, you want to make sure that you have 2 or more major credit cards, right? And this is more so for business funding. If you guys want to get business funding, but don't get it twisted. Don't be afraid of personal funding as well. Whoever's going to give me the money is where I'm going to get funded. But when it comes to funding your business, you want to make sure you have 2 or more credit cards from major banks, meaning that somebody else has given you money before, and you want to make sure that that limit is $2,500. So if you guys have Navy Federal, making sure that Navy Federal probably gave you a $25,000 credit card before, right? You also want to make sure that your usage is under 30%. Anything over 30% is affecting your scores, and it's going to drop your scores tremendously. So a lot of y'all are wondering why you can't get to the 700s. It's because y'all are probably maxing out your credit cards, or y'all using over 30% of the credit card. So instead of paying all your credit cards to 0, bring them all down to under 30%. You could bring them all to 28%. All right. So if you have 3 credit cards and they're all maxed out, don't focus on taking one card and making it 0. Focus on taking each card to 30% and under, to balance out your overall utilization rate. All right. Let me know if y'all understand that. You don't want to have no late payments in the last 24 months. And don't get me wrong, if this is not where your scores are, then I highly recommend you either being in my mentorship or you having my bundle, because I give you the letters to fix your credit. All you got to do is print my letters off and mail them to get your credit fixed. Like, when it comes down to me, I make everything simple for you. I make everything simple for you. All you got to do is plug and play with me. Plug and play, plug and play. I tell you to do this. I give you what you need to do this. All you got to do is go do it to get the results. Like, it's like a baby. Like, it's like I feed you like a baby. Here, go have this and then go do this. All right. But if you guys do have this, then I want you guys to run a play tonight so y'all can get this bag, right? So you want to make sure you have no bankruptcies. You want to make sure you have no charge-offs. You want to make sure you have no collections, right? And I just dropped the link to my mentorship, which is also on sale for the next 5 people that grab my mentorship. And it's only for the people that are on this masterclass, all right? Also, if you guys have a business and you know somebody that have good credit, they can also serve as a personal guarantor for your business. So if you and your husband are trying to get funded and you have the LLC, but your husband have good credit, your husband can go out there and get your business funded for your business. So it's no excuses. If you got a best friend that got good credit and y'all starting a business, whoever got the good credit can go out there and get the money for the business while you work on your credit. So once your credit is in position, then guess what? You can go out there and then you can go get another round of funding, and then y'all both doubled it. That's 200K instead of 100K. All right. So for those of you guys that credit is in position or that's just working towards that, some of my best banks to get funded from are going to be TrueMark, KeyBank, Truist Bank, Univest, Penn Community Bank, Citadel Credit Union, PNC. If you guys are on a Zoom, which means you executed, because I have put it in my bio, make sure you guys can screenshot this list of banks. There's so many banks. We have Bank of America, US Bank, Bank of the West, BBVA, Compass Bank, we don't have SunTrust no more, it's Truist. We have KeyBank, Regions Bank, BMO Harris Bank, Bank of Texas, Texas Security Bank, Chase Bank, Nevada State Bank. There are so many banks in this world. Execute. But for those of you guys that said that they have good credit, I want you guys to go to americanexpress.com and you guys can do a pre-approval. American Express have something on their website that says, hey, you can apply for this card to see if you will qualify without your scores being affected. That means you can fill out that application without your scores being affected. If they say that you are pre-approved, run it. Go all the way through and get that card. If they approve you for the first card, keep going back and applying. Why? Because American Express have a rule that says you can get 5 credit cards at one time with only 1 hard inquiry. That's sickening. That's sickening. That is sickening. If you guys know, I usually have my purse with me. I'll show you. I have over 5 American Express cards and all of them are amazing, right? Another one, you can do personal or you can do business. You can do personal or you can do business. It's up to you. She said, how do you go back and run it again? You're going to go to American Express website and then you're going to go to apply, right? You can either go for the business cards or you can go for the personal cards. It does not matter. The process is the exact same. They are not going to ask you for no documents. You want to keep your income between $80,000 and $90,000. You don't really want to go over $100,000. That's when they start asking for documents. But they do not verify this income. This is stated income, meaning how much do I think I'm going to make this year? Rent, $900. All right. So you guys can literally go to American Express website, click on apply. They're going to ask you if you want to do the pre-approval. Yes, you want to do the pre-approval because it's not affecting your credit. Once you go through that process, if they say that you are approved, get the card. After you get the card, go back and apply for another card. If they give you that card, go back and apply for another card. Keep applying until they deny you. You're going to thank me for this. Understanding how banks work, understanding that you can get more than one credit card at one time and not be penalized for it. So if I know I can get more than one card at one time without being penalized, why would I only get one card? I'm gonna get 5. You want to have a minimum of a 680. You want to at least have a 680 credit score. If you don't have a 680, I don't know. I recommend you can try business or you can try personal. You want your utilization under 30%. You want your utilization under 30%. You want to have a 680 credit score. If you get the card, make sure you guys shout me out on Instagram. Send me a screenshot. Let me know. Send me a DM. Let me know that you got the card. I want to see who's getting funded on the class. Matter of fact, somebody pull up another browser and let's see if we can get you funded right here on the class. If somebody got 2 phones, you got a computer, you got a phone. Let's see if we can run the play. Let's run the play. Discover. You can go to Discover and run the same play. You can apply for the Discover card. And they're going to ask if you want to do a pre-approval. You're going to say yes. When you guys do pre-approvals, it is not affecting your credit. Nothing will happen to you. Your scores will not go down. It will not show up on your credit report unless they actually give you the product. Right? You can go to, you guys can go to Discover and do the pre-approval. Get approved for the Discover card. Who has Navy Federal Credit Union? Do anybody have Navy Federal Credit Union? Do anybody have Navy Federal Credit Union? Let me know. Drop a 1 in the chat. For those of you guys with Navy Federal Credit Union, go to Navy Federal Credit Union, log in, go to credit cards and apply. This is going to be on a personal side. Guess what? Navy Federal does pre-approvals. Do the pre-approval. For American Express, I like to keep my income under 100,000. So I'm anywhere between 75,000 and 90,000. When I go to regular banks, so when I go to banks like Navy Federal Credit Union, I go to banks like Discover, I like to do like 120. Again, none of these are asking for your banking information or any document. If you only got pre-approved for a secure card, that means something about your credit score is not in position and you still have work to do. Therefore, click that link right there and get on in the mentorship. Let's go. The ideal score, you want to have a 680 or above. That's a 680 or above. If you have a 680 or above, go to American Express, do the pre-approval. You guys can go to your Apple and your phone and do the pre-approval. You guys can go to Discover and do the pre-approval. You guys can go to Navy Federal and do the pre-approval. These are 4 banks that all allows you to see if you're pre-approved without it messing up your credit scores. Another bank that do a pre-approval is FNBO, and that's going to be on the business side. You guys can go to Capital on Tap. That's on the business side. I'm dropping this in the chat. I want to see somebody run this play and go get funded, right? So I'm dropping all the banks you guys can try. FNBO, Capital on Tap, American Express, Discover, and Navy Federal. Some of them going to be business, some of them going to be personal. So FNBO is going to be business. Capital on Tap is going to be business. American Express, you can do business and you can do personal. Discover, you can do business and you can do personal. Navy Federal online is only going to be personal. But as you can see right here on my screen, look at my students. Look at my students getting funded. This is one of my students that got 17,000 from Navy Federal. So when I say go see if you get a pre-approved, I do mean go get pre-approved. If your experience is messed up, then I would recommend applying with Navy Federal. If you have Navy Federal, go to Navy Federal. They pull from TransUnion. You can also do go look at Capital on Tap. Chase definitely have options, but Chase does not do pre-approvals. So there's plenty of banks you can go to, but the ones I listed specifically do pre-approvals, meaning you get to see if you qualify for the card without running your credit. That's the best way to get funded. All right. So some of my students, we have 17,000 right here. Ortiz Nicole said, I'm loving it here. She got approved for Bank of America. Ayana said, y'all, I just went back and applied for another Bank of America card and got approved for $3,000. That's a total of $9,000 on the Thursday. Somebody said Run and Play just got approved for $30,000. It's only been 1 month. In 1 month, $30,000. Valerie, she said you definitely to go for this one. Valerie, again, she got approved for another bank, $20K. That's $50,000. We got another one of my star students, Eric. He said, hey, group, just wanted to share some wins. Just finally joined the Amex Club and got approved for 3 cards at one time, right? That's going to be the Amex Platinum, the Amex Gold, the Amazon card for $16K, right? Make sure you guys are dropping your questions in the Q&A box and not the chat box, please, and thank you. For those of you guys that are asking about the pre-approval, let me tell y'all one thing. Y'all have to stop. Y'all got to execute. I just said it costs you nothing to go see if you qualify for the pre-approval. Nothing will happen to you. The only thing that's going to happen is either 1, you're going to get funded, or 2, they're going to say no. Your credit scores are not going to drop. You're not going to be penalized. You're not going to be affected. So instead of asking, does this, should I do this, or can I do this, or what, all you got to do is go see. You might not even be qualified, but tonight God might bless you. But you ain't never going to know because you just always want to go see if you get pre-approved. Go see if you get pre-approved. You might not qualify, but tonight might be the one. Come on. One thing about me, information on me, execution on you. I'm going to teach you the information, but you got to know how to execute. The things that we're looking at right now on the screen is my students. Why are we looking at my students? Because my students execute. All right. One of my students, Eric, said I got approved for the platinum card, no limit. The gold card, no limit. The Amazon card, $16K. Also got approved for 3 auto loans with Bank of America to start my Turo business. Just got 4 new Airbnb units. Got a whole 4-plex all in the same week. And my credit score hit 800. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Right? So now you guys know how to go out there and get that money, right? I done told you how to get the money without having good credit. I also showed you how to get the money with good credit. Let's be clear. I wish I could teach you every single thing I know on this masterclass, but I can't. I can't. And that's why I have my personal mentorship for you guys, right? I dropped the link in the chat box to my mentorship. If you guys are on my Instagram live, all you got to do is comment the word wealth. Comment wealth for mentorship. Right? So if you want me to take you to the 700s, no, y'all, if y'all want to Zoom for the webinar, the link is just here, not comment the word wealth, y'all. The link is right here. Wealth is for people that's on my Instagram with me right now. If you guys are on Instagram live right now, just comment the word wealth and I'll send you a link to your DM. If you guys are on the live Zoom right now, then I am dropping a link to my mentorship, the Financial Wealth Academy, right now. I see some of my mentees on the masterclass right now. Shout out if you in Financial Wealth Academy right now, let me know. Drop a FWA in the comments, right? So before we get off tonight, I just want to open up your mind on how this really works, right? In order to access the replay, you have to be, I'm only sending the replay to those of you guys that are inside of the mentorship, and understanding that you guys can break down the mentorship into multiple payments. So you guys can do a 4-step payment process when it comes down to checking out. So you guys can check out with Sezzle, Klarna, and ShopPay. And let me be clear, I only have 5 spots available at this price. So most of you guys can get in for a $7,500, but if you guys want to take advantage of $997, and then being able to break this down into 4 payments, the only way you can do that is if you join tonight. You have to join tonight. I'm gonna give you guys to midnight to join, and it's only gonna be for 5 people. My mentorship did go up to 7,500 due to all the things that we're rolling out, including having accountability partners, somebody to call you every week to make sure that you're getting things done and being able to guide you through that. I realize that's something that's super important, and I like that, and that's going to be very important. That alone is worth like 2,500. So my mentorship is going to be 7,500. But those of you guys that take advantage of that, you guys are catching me in the new rollout of this program, you guys can join for $997. All right. All right, so let's get back to this, right? So one thing about it is, one thing for me to be able to show you how to get funded for your business, but I will be doing a disservice if I didn't teach you different ways that you guys can make money with this money, right? Because a lot of people are going to go out there and get funded, and they're going to go to Gucci, Louis, Prada, and start paying bills and doing all the things that they never had, when realistically, that's not what you do with this money. This money is to be invested. This money is to be invested, all right? And I see some comments in the chat. For those of you guys who cannot afford the mentorship, I did put together a bundle for you guys, because I know, everybody don't have the money to afford the mentorship. My bundle is just a smaller version of the mentorship. You don't get access to me. Oh, shout out to SWL. I love my students. Shout out to my mentees in the building, heavy supporting me, because they know they do not have to be on this class, but they do. And I love that, because I love that they show up for me each and every time. And I love y'all forever. Like, we locked in, and it ain't no switching up, never. Right. But I did put together a bundle, because I know everybody is not financially in a position to afford that, but I still want you to get results. So if you guys want the replay to this, if you guys want to be able to build business credit, fix your credit, and do a lot of stuff, you guys can access the bundle. It do come with its own private Facebook group. But if you guys want hands-on help, you guys want the accountability partner, you guys want access to me, you guys want to be able to talk to me one-on-one, you guys want to do one-on-one calls with me, you guys want to be able to have live classes on every other Thursday, those are perks that come with being a part of my mentorship, where we're constantly learning and constantly elevating. You constantly have more private and direct access to me. You have opportunities to do one-on-one calls with me. Some of my students that are literally on this call right now, they text me. Exactly. Look at Kaylee. I was gonna say, some of my students get to text, like my students are texting my personal cell phone. That's how my mentorship just separates everything. When you invest into yourself and you invest into that knowledge, I give you exactly what it is that you came for, which is me. A lot of people buy into my mentorship for me, but I give my mentorship for you, because I want you to have results. So if I have to show up for you, and I have to call you, and you can text me and we DM, or we stay on after class and do our one-on-ones, then that's what I'm going to do. And in addition to that, that's why I am adding the accountability partners. We're also adding mental health, where we're going to have one session a month with a mental health therapist, to make sure that we're challenging our mental health, because as an entrepreneur, it gets overwhelming. So I really just want to have mindset coaches. We have a lot of VIP days coming. Yeah, it's get crazy. We have a lot of VIP days that are happening in person in Atlanta and surrounding cities. I'm planning my tour, so I'm gonna be popping up on my students in their city and states. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. But before we get into the mentorship, right, I'm gonna drop the link one time for y'all. But for those of you guys on Instagram, all you have to do is DM me the word wealth. But let's get into this passive income, right? So some of the ways you guys can take business funding and invest it into your business, or into an idea, so that now you can start generating your own money and paying the funding back, is to invest into things like Airbnb, content consulting, event spaces, mobile movie theaters, car rental businesses, 360 photo booths, kids bounce house, content locations, or just selling digital products. And one thing about my mentorship, I make 6 figures a year minimal off of selling digital products. And inside my mentorship, I give you those same digital products that you can put your own face and your own name on and sell those products and generate money as well, right? So when it comes down to the digital product strategy, I always say, if you have a product that's, Caitlin said, I copyrighted them and been making money, period. There's no other mentor in the world that will ever do that. So I have it written down that if you have a $20 product and you get 17 people to purchase that product, that's $340 per day. There's 30 days in a month. That's $10,200 a month. Drop some money bags in the comments if you can use an extra $10,000 a month without doing any work. Without doing any work. I make 6 figures a year, which is roughly over $10,000 a month without leaving my house, without shipping a product, without even talking to people, without doing anything, right? And then I'll break down the math again. If you have a $30 product and you have 12 people to buy that product, that's $360 per day. And if it's 30 days in a month, that's $10,800 a month. That's 6 figures a year without leaving a house. If you have $100 products and you sell it to 4 people, that's $400 per day. That's 30 days in a month. That's $12,000 a month in additional income. This is like something you can do, and you can do other things while doing this, right? London, where could I sell my products for $20, $30, and $100? TikTok, which is free. Facebook, which is free. Instagram, which is free. UGC content creators, which are content creators that make great content, that have good brands, but they're not charging a bunch of money. So this is where we take our business funding and we leverage that into our business, and we pay content creators to show everyday people that they can utilize our products. That's how you flip funding. So you take $10K, you take $10,000 in funding, you put it into influencer marketing and Facebook ads. And if you sold 17 products a day at $20 and you made $10,000 a month, you made your investment back in that first month. And now everything else after that is profit, because you still have that content that you can keep resurfacing and streamlining and repurposing over and over and over again. Come on now. Come on now. You can set that up on Shopify, right? Now, once you make $10,000 a month on Shopify from selling these business products, guess what? Shopify is now going to offer you funding for your business without using your social security number, because Shopify will fund your business because you're generating revenue. So because you're making money in your business, Shopify wants to give you more capital so that you can make more money. Come on. Come on. You guys can go to a website called plrproducts.com and find digital products. This website has digital products for skincare, for healthy eating, for health and wellness, for whatever you can think of, credit. There's all different types of industries. You can pay $4, $5, and pay for the rights for you to sell this book. You can get on Fiverr and put your face and your name and all your branding on this book. And now you can sell this book yourself and potentially make 6 figures a year. And then take that business funding to turn it into a multiple 6-figure a year business. Drop some fire in the comments if y'all like that. Drop some fire in the comments if y'all like that. Let me know. Let me know if y'all picking up these gems that I'm putting down. Right? Digital products is something we talk about in my mentorship. So for those of you guys that are interested in working alongside of me personally to help me get you to your goal, this is the type of stuff that you learn. How to make money. How to make money. All right? The next form of passive income is going to be Turo and rental car businesses. We just had a call last Thursday inside the mentorship on how to start up your own rental car business. Tell me if I'm lying, mentees. Who's in my mentorship? Who was on that call? That call was crazy. That call was crazy. That call was crazy. Right? Of learning how, remember in the beginning of this, we learned how to build business credit, build bad credit. And with that came getting cars in our business name. Getting cars in our business name. So imagine you getting a car in your business name and then putting it on Turo and renting it out, like some of my students. Let's look at the testimonials of some of my students. Let's look at the testimonials of some of my students, right? Somebody says, so I decided to take a chance yesterday and boom, first car on business credit only. I was financed through Ford, right? New car, new approval through Ford, no PG, 8% interest. That's good. I've seen people with 12, 15, and 20% interest in their real name because they got bad credit. This is all in the business. I was able to buy a second car. My previous car is still financed. The transmission went out. Got a new car. New Benz. New Chevy. New Infiniti QX50. No PG. I would not be able to do this without this group. I've been quietly watching and absorbing all the information and advice given in this group, and it took me a while, but now I'm confident enough. Right? She got the Chevy Rouge. Thanks to this, I got a Jeep. Notes is lower than what I was paying before. Come on now. Drop some fire in the comments if this you. Drop some fire in the comments if you get in a car in your business name. Some of the places I like to go to get cars in my business name. For no PG, I like to go to Alley Auto. For no PG, I like to go to Ford, Toyota. If you're okay with PG and some of the companies I would go to is hands down Bank of America. Bank of America will give you 4 cars at one time with one hard inquiry, which means that's automatically 4 cars for you to start your rental car business with. No money down. That means you can drive up the lot with an X6, a BMW, a Mercedes, and a truck with no money down. Navy Federal will give you a business car and a personal car. Wells Fargo, business car, personal car. Capital One, business and personal. PNC, business and personal. No excuses. Everybody write the word no excuses in the chat. No excuses. No excuse. I am tired of talking. I want to help you to get the results. I want to help you to get the results. No, if you're tired of the same excuses over and over and over again, sounding like a broken record, no excuses. Write the word no excuses. This year, you said it was going to be your year. This year, you said you was making more money than you ever made before. This year, you said you was going to stop relying on one source of income. This year, you said you was buying a house. You was going to have more freedom. You was going to take more trips. You was going to look your best, feel your best, and do your best. So let's get started. No more excuses. Execute, execute, execute. Let's go. If you're not in a mentorship, I need to see you inside the mentorship because my goal is to make sure that you execute. If you want a mentor that's dedicated to your success, if you want a mentor that's going to make sure you get the job done, that's going to help you execute, that's going to get money with you, Caitlin. Caitlin, we made some money together, right, Caitlin? Not only that, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I hit one of my students up. I said, hey, then you start a business doing the information that I taught you? She said, yeah. I said, you want a client? She said, yeah, here you go. Here's a client. Caitlin, you want to call? Tell me if I'm lying, Caitlin. I don't know if Caitlin's still on here. That's one thing about being in my mentorship. When you execute and you get the results, I make money. Money comes to me all the time. Then I'm going to pass the money off to you. Here you go, my sis. Here you go, my boy. Here you go, my family. Because we are a family. That's what we become, a family. Hands down, we become a family. Right? So when it comes down to starting your own, I can't even lie. This mentorship gave me solutions, drive, and real motivation. I love that. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're not in my mentorship, you sleeping. One thing about it, you can break those payments up in 4. You can use Sezzle, Klarna, or ShopPay. Sezzle, Klarna, or ShopPay. If you want to get in a mentorship and you don't get approved for none of those, send me a DM and I can figure out how to work out a payment plan with you. But if that's only if you're serious and you're ready to execute. Execution only. If you can't afford the mentorship, but you want to join today, You got to have at least 250. You will not have full access to the mentorship. Each time you make a payment, you'll get more and more access to the full mentorship, but you can get started. Those of you guys that pay in full, you'll get full access. You'll be on our very next live class. Those of you guys that break it down in payments, you will be on the live class too. I will not leave you out. I promise you that. I promise you that. I don't leave nobody out of nothing. I don't leave nobody out of nothing, right? So when we run in our rental car business, let's go 30 for 30. If we get $30 a day for 30 days, that's $900. If the note is $300 to $400, including our insurance, we still made a bag, but y'all know we don't do nothing small. So our goal is to make $100 a day for 30 days. That's $3,000 a month. If the car note is $500, then you still profit $2,500. Caitlin, I was telling him, Caitlin, then we run a money, we ran a money plate together, right? Caitlin is one of my students inside the Financial Wealth Academy. I see that Caitlin was executing the information. She mastered business funding. I said, you know what? I could take the money and I could do it myself, or I could go put some money in some of my students' pocket. I said, if Caitlin kills this, I think we can go into full business together, and I can guarantee a minimum of anywhere between 5 to 10K a month that she will make off customers that I will send her. That's the type of mentor that I am. It's not about me. It becomes about you. I want to see you win. I'm already winning. That's what makes me qualified to be your mentor. That's what makes me qualified to teach you. That's what makes me qualified to help you. I also dropped in my chat, hey, listen, I've done enough real estate deals. I made enough money for real estate. I understand how this works. Which one of my students have capital right now that want to invest into a real estate project with me? Not only am I going to manage and run most of the projects and make it go smoothly, but I'm going to bring you along every step of the way. I'm going to teach you every step of the way, and you still get to split those profits with me, and you don't got to do nothing but sit back and learn. Those are the benefits you get when you get a part of the Financial Wealth Academy. It's different on this side. It's different on this side. All right. So imagine renting your car for $100 a day, 30 days a week. That's $3,000 a month. That's $3,000 a month. You only can, my mentorship is $7,500. You only get to join at $997 today. I'm only doing payment arrangements today. All the opportunities I talked about is only for today. This is a masterclass special. I do not do this. Success loves speed. You get in today, you execute tomorrow, right? Let's talk about it. This is how I run my rental car business though. I do my rentals $200 a day for 30 days of the month. That's $6,000. I know you guys see my video. I said, I don't make nothing less than $3,000 on that 6K, right? Then I'll run a special. If you take my car for the week, you just give me $1,000 a week. It's 4 weeks in a month. I'm still making $4,000, right? How do we get customers? Facebook groups, rideshare groups, Uber Eats, DoorDash. Go to the airport and pass out flyers. You can run ads on social media. As much as I love Turo and I'm on Turo as well, I also have my own website. I also have my own network where my people can come and find me to rent my cars. That way I'm not competing with Turo prices, and I'm actually able to make the amount of money that I genuinely want to make in my business for people driving my cars, right? Another place to go, which is going to simplify your business, is going to hire a car and working with rideshare and delivery services. Turo, partner with Airbnb hosts. Airbnb is a free platform. You can get on there and email every single person in your city and state and ask them if they want to combine, especially where they do the house and the car with you, and y'all work out some pricing. And one gem I'm going to give you that I really only give to my students is making sure you guys have trackers in your car. And the company that I highly recommend going to is going to be Gold Star, right? Some other industries you guys can get into is event spaces. And I will get into that, but I think y'all get it. At this point, I'm ready to host y'all inside my mentorship, right? So these are some of my students, right? Because it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Here's one of my students. Your business was approved for $5,500 Amazon business credit line. Your business was approved $8,000 Amazon business credit line. Y'all got to understand, y'all, this is with no credit. This is with no credit. Your business been approved, $10,000 credit line, $5,000, $9,000, $11,500. These are people that started exactly where you are today. These are their results, right? So then you can take this and go do something and get a 360 photo booth straight off Amazon and charge people $600 for every 2 hours for you to bring it to their event. That's a six-figure business that you got leveraging business credit with an Amazon card. Or you can fully furnish multiple Airbnbs, right? With $10,000, $11,500, $9,000. You can furnish 2 Airbnbs and put them on there with no money down, leveraging business credit. And again, we're doing this no PG. This is no PG. Going to get a 360 photo booth. How many people are having events? How many people are having events? Every day is a birthday party, a baby shower, a seminar, a cooking event, an art show, a bridal party, a wedding, a birthday party, a book signing, a repast, a prom send-off. Imagine somebody booking you for 2 hours and you make $600. You take 3 bookings a day, that's $1,800 a day. Right? That's 8, that's 4, carry 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's $5,400 a weekend if you did it 3 times in a row. What's the excuse? What's the excuse? Right? One of the other things I love is just being able to hire in your business, right? So when I talk about passive income, it's just not you having to do these things on your own, but you actually having the help to do this. You guys can pay somebody $5 on Fiverr or Upwork to be your virtual assistant. So for those of you guys that want to get into rental car businesses, you guys can pay somebody $5 an hour to email every single person on Airbnb in your city and state to ask if they want to collab with you. You can have somebody email every single host on Peerspace and ask them if they want to collab with you to offer your 360 photo booth services. You don't even have to do the work. So you can do this while you have a job, because you can be paying somebody $5 an hour to do this for you. And guess what? The $5 an hour that you're paying them to do this for you, you can leverage from business funding. The ways I like to use my business funding is for capital, marketing, or inventory. Right? A kid's bounce house. It's about to be the summertime. It's about to be the summertime. It's going to be birthdays, outside events, outside parties. Imagine you purchasing 1 bounce house off Amazon. Imagine you purchasing 1 bounce house off Amazon, right? Charging $350 for 2 hours. You take 3 bookings a day, that's $1,000 a day. That's $1,000 a day. Tell me I'm lying. Come on now. Come on now. Right? This is one of my favorite ones. I think I'm actually gonna run this play myself. The mobile movie theater. The mobile movie theater play is crazy. Right? Imagine somebody pulling up to your backyard like this. That's fine. That's fine. Let me know if this is fine. She said, execute. My notes for this one is life-changing. They said, you smart. I'm very smart. I'm very smart. I'm not even going to act like I'm not, right? It's just being innovative. What can I do that other people are not doing? Everybody's doing the same thing. And then people are scared to execute because they continuously saying that markets are oversaturated. This fire. So with the 1 Amazon card, so remember I told you, Amazon gave my student $10,000. With Amazon, you could buy the whole projector package. It comes with the projector, it comes with the screen, it comes with every single thing you need to get started. Then you can add upsells. This is exactly what they have at the movie theater. Imagine buying a slushie machine. You can buy the popcorn machine. These are inflatable. It takes less than 7 minutes to inflate and deflate these, right? You can put this inside of this. This is a little bubble tent. Everybody was going crazy over this, especially last summer. The mobile hot tub. This is a mobile hot tub. Imagine somebody bringing the mobile hot tub to your house in your backyard. What? So now we can do this for bridal showers. Now we can do this for baby showers. Now we can do this for birthday parties, camp parties, sleepover parties, church parties. Come on now. Come on now. Last but not least, we got the Chat GPT. You go to Chat GPT right now and say, give me 10 content ideas for an influencer. Give me 10 content ideas for a lawyer. Give me 10 content ideas for a personal chef. And guess what? They're going to give them to you. And there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that don't understand that these services are available to them. So guess what you can do? You can master that, master Chat GPT, and you can sell that. You can charge somebody $1,000. Listen, for $1,000, I'll give you 90 days worth of content. I'll create all the captions for you. I'll even give you the text messages to go along with them. And if you want to do 1,500, I'll throw in 90 days worth of email. That's somebody's whole entire system that you can get off Chat GPT. But because they're either too lazy, don't have the time, or not knowledgeable of Chat GPT, you could be a middleman for them. I would pay for that. I will pay for somebody to make this look pretty and do this for me. So when I say that my students execute, I'm just saying my students execute. So I just wanted to show you some of my students that have decided to execute, right? This is one of my star students, Eric. He said, hey group, we just purchased our first tutorial cars, decided to get asset cars before getting our personal cars, but it's loading. Then he came back and said, hey group, I just brought one of my dream cars in my business name. Turo number 3 in the business name. Let's keep going. Got 16K, got 10K, no limit, no limit. Another 10K and an 800 credit score. So when I say I'm gonna be your mentor, not only am I gonna get you good credit scores, help you build business credit, help you get build personal credit, I'm just helping you get your together overall, fully getting it together. That's it, that's all. Another one of my student Skylar, new Benz, 20K, another 10K, that's $30,000. And she built business credit. Write the word funded in the chat if this you. She said, if nobody told you today that they love and appreciate you, I truly mean it, even though we just came in touch through this chat. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you too. Yeah. Yeah. So imagine my mentorship being $7,500 and I'm giving you an opportunity to join for $997 and you turn around and get $30,000 a new car business credit and be able to go out there and invest into your business. Come on. Come on. Will you be my next success story? That's all I want to know. Comment me if you're going to be my next success story. If in my next masterclass, I'm going to have you on a screen. And I'm going to be telling people, this is my student. This is my student. This is my student, Sky. Look at Sky. She got funded. She's got 100K. She just got a new car. Look at Aaliyah Marie. She just got 100K. Look at Gianna. Look at Trishana. Look at Carmela. Funded, approved, new car, new house, new business. Right? I want to be able to send you a 6-figure earner award. I want to start sending out awards to my students. Can I send you an award? Can you hang up your award? I don't see enough me's in the chat. Do that mean I don't have enough believers? Do I not have enough believers? Because if not, guess what? I'll give you a refund. Money back guaranteed. Money back guaranteed. Why? Because I know what I can do. I know the information. I know what my information do. I know what my information do. There's only 3 spots left in my mentorship, y'all. Shout out to those that executed. I said I have 5 slots available. 2 people already took initiative and executed. I have 3 spots left. My mentorship is typically $7,500. You can join tonight for $997 and you could break that up in 4 payments. Right? She said, we can't pay you enough. Right? What I can say is, what I'm not for is people that's not willing to do the work. If you're not willing to execute, if you can't execute, something ain't right. I know, sorry, Ala. Something ain't right. Right? You don't have enough money, take this information to turn up. Go get funded tomorrow. But you got to stop making the same mistakes over and over and over again. I'll come right now. I'm on my masterclass. Sorry, I had a masterclass tonight. I'm almost done. Right? I'm not for entrepreneurs that's not willing to do the work. If you want to be lazy, if you think the results going to fall out the sky and you however old and they haven't yet, you're not ready to take control of your life. You're not ready to have more money, more cash flow, more freedom. It's not for you. If you're not ready to turn up, if you're not ready to execute, go to somebody else that's going to play with you. But when you're ready to really make a difference in your life, you ready to access resources to help you take your life to the next level, you ready to take control over your finances and start building wealth, you ready to go from ashy to classy, you ready to go to broke to who's broke? Like, right? You're an aspiring entrepreneur or an entrepreneur and you're looking to start, fund, or grow a business. You looking to take your finances to 6 and 7 figures like I did from just a bottle girl, from just a girl that just was getting fired from their job, couldn't keep a job, then this is for you. Then my mentorship is for you. Like I said, my mentorship is typically $7,500. Tonight is on sale for $997. You can break your payments up in 4 installments using Sezzle, Klarna, PayPal, or ShopPay. No excuses. If you don't qualify for any of them, then you can simply DM me. If you have $250 ready, I'll do a 4 payment payment plan with you. So just DM me your information. Right? Drop some money bags in the comments if you my next success story. Drop some money bags in the comments if you are ready to join me on my process. Right? But let me show y'all. Let me show y'all the real. Let me show y'all the real. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I just dropped the link. It's only 3 spots available. I'm sorry, it's only 2 spots available. Somebody just bought it. Shout out to Tanzania. I love that name. I think that's very cute. Shout out to Tanzania for just joining. Let's check out some of my students who have executed.
All right, so hey, my name is Eric Bassett, and I wanted to do this video to give a quick shout out to London Richie in the Financial Wealth Academy and just talk about my experience so far. It's only been like 3 weeks in the academy so far, and I think the word to describe just being a part of this group so far is just a gift. And the reason I say it's a gift because it's knowledge that you don't know about, and you can take the knowledge that you learn and you can literally change your life, change your surroundings, change the way you think, change your mindset, change the way you look at business in general. And so my story is I'm a 6-figure business owner, and I was in a position where I was literally using all of my own money to fund my business. And I figured that's the way you needed to do it. So I got to the position where like, okay, I'm making money, but I need to know how to scale. I need to know how to get to that next level. I need to know how to run these plays that I'm seeing other people doing. And, you know, a lot of people teach it, but London is different with her. Like, she makes you feel like a part of family. And throughout the training, she says family a lot. And it really feels like our first session that we had, it felt like a family. And so now I'm learning not to use my own money to fund my business. I'm learning how to leverage. I'm learning about credit. I'm learning about how to structure your report. I'm learning about how to get funding. I'm learning about like all these different plays that I'm just sitting back like, wow, like if I only would have known this like years ago. And so she's really opened my eyes. And so the biggest thing I can say is, you know, just because you're making money, that is super small compared to what you can really be doing once you learn these plays. Like money is one thing. She's going to show you how to leverage to get more, to use the bank's money. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from this is like, life looks different after London and the Financial Wealth Academy. It looks different. Life looks different. So if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about it, like, listen, it is the real deal. No matter what level you're at, there's always a higher level. You got to get in the network of people that's doing things that you should be doing. And London was one of those people for me. And I'm so glad I got connected. And I'm looking forward to this. So this next few years is going to look real good. So I'm excited and can't wait to see what happens on the other side.
Man, I showed you guys Eric's testimonial. Eric ended up getting 5 cars. He ended up getting over $50,000 in funding, and he capped out at an 800 credit score. So let's go.
Princess, I'm Blue, and I want to give my live testimony on my mentorship with London Richie in FWA. So I have been in her mentorship since the beginning, and I am a single mom who come from Pensacola, Florida, like didn't grow up having much, wasn't spoiled, wine and dine, but I ended up praying and asking God like the right mentors, the right leaders into my life so I can make sure my son is taken care of, I'm taken care of, and generations further to come is taken care of. And I stumbled upon a live and with Stormy Banks, and London Richie was on there giving her testimony, and y'all, she was preaching. Y'all know how London is, like she was giving us the tea, the plays, the testimonies, and her energy, her spirit was so bright and so pure. So instantly I paid that $1,000 and I got into her mentorship, and it has been phenomenal. She has so many courses, and her platform that teaches you about Turo, teaches you about vending machines, teaches you about real estate, teaches you about fixing your personal credit, your business credit, and so forth. And I've been in there since the beginning, and I haven't even finished because it's so much information. And she literally gives you the blueprint on how to make money off of her content. Like, that's a win-win. So I literally got my money back within days of being in her class. I've got Amex cards. It's just 3. I have 5 of them. I have Navy Federal cards. I got the Apple card. I got gas cards. Mind y'all, this is mostly in my business name, and I do have personal accounts with these people as well. Again, I'm a single mom, so I've been also well established to be able to make an LLC for my son, make 2 more LLCs for myself, and even put that in a trust. So you know I'm gonna do with that. And even more, I got 2 cars, a Porsche and a Camaro. So like, this is all from being in her mentorship. Y'all see what I'm saying? So it has just been phenomenal. I have fixed my credit to be at 800 plus credit score. I have over $50,000 in credit. My bank accounts are good. My son is good, and I'm good, and we're still flourishing. And I cannot wait for London to keep dropping the real estate gems, because next is properties on properties and properties. And I might become a real estate agent myself. So that has been my journey, my experience. And I'm gonna make sure there's some screenshots in here for y'all so I can see the proof and the tea. Thank you, London, so much for just being phenomenal and all of the information that you have blessed us with to gain, and I appreciate it. So join the mentorship if you have it.
Real life testimonies from people who paid their money. I don't pay them to do this. I don't pay them to do this. Shout out to everybody that joined the mentorship. We only have one spot left. So if you are thinking about taking advantage of the $997 option, my mentorship is usually $7,500. Make sure you guys join the mentorship. Do me one favor. If you enjoyed this masterclass, the way that you can support me, if you don't do nothing else, is just screenshot and post me on IG. Tell everybody that you have a phenomenal time inside of my masterclass and that you learned something that's going to help you change your life. Can you just do that for me? Do that one thing for me. Screenshot this and tell them London Richie to go. London Richie gave me information that's going to help me change my life. That's the truth. It's the God honest truth. Just let them know. Just let them know. Liz, send me a DM. Send me a DM. For those of you guys that want to break up the payments because you don't qualify for Sezzle, Klarna, or ShopPay, send me a DM on Instagram. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to work with you. Because I want to see you win. I want to see you execute, right? Make sure you guys screenshot.
What's up, guys? So it's Caitlin, a part of the Financial Wealth Academy, Progress Over Failure, with my favorite mentor, Miss London Richie. Man, she is such an amazing queen. I mean, to have been able to give out all the information she has to her mentees to allow us to elevate. Me and my personal testimony, single mom of 2 children, had them very young, very abusive relationship that I felt like I could never get out of. And as we know, the most saddest, most frustrating and aggravating place in life to be in is stuck. Why? Because when you're stuck, you do absolutely nothing. Thanks to London, she's introduced me to information that changed my situation. I've been able to do so much for myself with building my brand and getting my business credit going. I have already developed a business credit score, and I'm just on to better and bigger things here at 23, man. I'm just learning, but I'm telling you, the information has completely changed my life. Thank you, London.
Yeah. And these are just some testimonials from my students who started just like you. You don't need a bunch of money to get started. You don't need $1 million to get started. You don't need to have a good job to get started. All you got to do is get started. So I have one spot left for my mentorship alongside of those who are DMing me. So I dropped the link right here. Just make sure you guys take advantage of that opportunity because of successful speed. And somebody is going to not take advantage of that opportunity. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to try to join my mentorship again when you realize that nobody is going to give out this information like me. And guess what? It's going to be $7,500. So now you're going to end up paying $6,500 more than you would have if you would have just executed. Learn how to execute when you're supposed to execute. It is not on accident that you experienced my masterclass tonight. It's not on accident that the pits of your gut is really telling you, I need to do this shit. It's going to change my life. It's no accident. All right. So I'm going to give, you know what? I'm going to let 2 more people join my mentorship because that's just how I'm feeling. She said, man, I'm mad I didn't sign up for the mentorship earlier than what I did. Signed up, period. Execution is key. So I'm going to give 2 more people the chance to join the mentorship. And while they are checking out, I'm going to answer some of these questions from the masterclass. Somebody said, is the music industry considered high risk? If you're in my mentorship, I do have, I'm having a problem in my DM. Tyrion, let me send you my email address. How do I reply to you? Email progress over failure @gmail.com. You can email me there, right? Nah, this one is Fire London, right? Is music industry considered high risk? Music industry, I'm not sure off the top of my head. I do have a list inside of my mentorship or inside of my bundle. If not, you can literally just look it up online. All right. Can I use my home address for my mail with EIN, but make my virtual address my physical address? Absolutely. Can your virtual address and your LLC be 2 different states? That's a good question. I think it could, but I would not recommend because you don't want You don't want no confusion. You don't want no confusion. Penny, I just dropped the link. There's only 2 slots available. All right. Carmela, you can either DM me or email me. I'll drop my email for you guys. All right. Let me see. Can your virtual, okay, answer that. How much money do we need to open the accounts? I think the minimum, a lot of accounts require like $25, maybe $50. It just depends on the bank. You don't need a lot of money. Would you explain NAV and what it does as a trade line? NAV is like Credit Karma. This is where you check your business credit profile, but it also helps you build business credit. So it'll report on your behalf your on-time monthly payments. And I think NAV reports anywhere between 5 to 10,000, just giving you a very strong profile. It just reports your on-time payment, like paying a bill on time. Are you suggesting Amazon Business Credit Card as a startup or open an Amazon Business account? I highly recommend the Amazon Business Credit Card. You can get that with no PG. That means you can get it with bad credit, good credit. It don't matter because they will give you that card if you build a good business credit profile. What's no PG? That means you don't need to use your personal social security number to get it. They will only use your business. So a personal guarantor is a person who will be responsible for the risk. And when you are a personal guarantor, typically they run your credit and they put these things on your credit. How long until we have to pay it back? I'm assuming you're talking about the business credit, and depending on your terms is going to determine how much time you have to pay it back. So if it says net 30, that's 30 days. If it says net 60, that's 60 days. If it says net 90, is 90 days. So it'll typically tell you, and the companies will tell you, depending on what account you work with. Should I be starting some secured loans on personal and business side while the disputes are going on right now? Yes, absolutely, you should, because you could be building that up. So when the disputes fall off, you have really strong credit history. Absolutely. If I have excellent credit and want to start a rental car business, if it's possible, hell yeah. Like, you should start right now. If you have excellent credit, I don't know why you didn't run none of the plays that I taught today. You should go to Amex and do the pre-approval. You should go to Apple and do the pre-approval. You should go to Navy and do the pre-approval. You can go to Discover and get the pre-approval. And if you have excellent credit, they're going to pre-approve you. Go get the cards. Run it. Run it. Do you think a mentorship would be a great fit for me? Absolutely, especially for the simple fact that you have good credit and don't know what to do with it. I teach you what to do with it for your credit. Is it a one-time membership fee? My mentorship is a one-time fee. I do not charge you every month. I do not charge you a bunch of fees or a bunch of things. It's a one-time fee. Do we have to pay to amend business address? Yeah, most of the time, yes. Depending on your state for sure, but most of the time, absolutely. All right, those are all the questions I had. How do you begin the process for interest to put your business, new car, new house under your name? The mentorship program is, honestly, my mentorship don't stop. Essentially, my goal is to have you where you need to be in 6 months, but my mentorship don't end. It's lifetime value. So you'll have all the stuff in the mentorship for the rest of your life. And then we have live classes bi-weekly, and you can always be a part of them. But my goal is to get you to max out of the mentorship, meaning you execute it on all the information within 6 months. But you're more than welcome to still show up for the live classes, because each week we learn about something different. So we learn about how to start a trust. We learn how to get into rental car businesses. And what I love most about the mentorship is mostly because a lot of you guys have interest in other people's mentorships. If you guys tell me, hey, I like Grant Cardone mentorship, then I will, maybe not Grant Cardone personally, but maybe I'll go get Grant Cardone and get him inside our mentorship. So you don't have to spend money other places. You only spend money one time in my mentorship, and it's a lifetime investment because I provide you with more than what you need to be successful. And that's one of the best things that I love about my mentorship. In addition, y'all, it's only one spot left for my mentorship. If you want mentorship from me, if you want to learn how to access a 700 plus credit score, you want to learn how to build business credit, you want to learn how to get over $250,000 in funding for your personal and or your business. If you want to learn how to get cars in your business name, start your own vending machine business, start your own trucking business, learn how to invest into passive streams of income, learn how to buy land, learn how to start jet skis and boats. If you want to learn, I mean, we learn everything in my mentorship. This is what I mean. Anything you can possibly think of is something we have learned or someone is on the way inside to teach us. Now, one thing about it, I teach what I know, and what I don't know, I outsource. So I'm often getting other hosts and other mentors to come and teach us from their level of expertise. So I'm so excited for everybody that joined. Congratulations. Everybody drop some fire in the chat. Congratulations for everybody that took initiative and joined my mentorship tonight. I'm so excited. I can't wait for our first live call. Our live calls is on Thursdays at 9 p.m. If you miss a call, don't worry, because the replay is always available inside of the mentorship. But most importantly, everybody drop some fire in the comments tonight if you learned something, if you felt like you can take this information and execute, if you truly, genuinely, from the bottom of your soul believe that you can be successful, if you believe that your situation is not going to be your situation forever, if you believe that you're capable of having the results that you want, you can have more financial freedom, you can go from ashy to classy, you too can retire your parents. I got to understand, I was locked up. I was caged up like an animal. I was doing things I had no business. I had charge-offs, collections, repos. So to be able to be a homeowner, a business owner, to retire my mom, to travel around the world for a luxury, to be able to fly my team to Dubai on a $60,000 content trip, to be able to buy every shoe, bag, car, and anything that my heart truly desire is such a blessing to me. And for me, this is what I want to teach you. All right. Inside the mentorship, I'm excited. If you guys have not joined a mentorship and you're thinking about it, I highly suggest it. There's no other mentorship in the market that's going to care about your mental health. Starting in June, we have mental health professionals coming in where we will be doing once a month mental health classes where we just digress and we do exercises to alleviate the stress. We also are going to have accountability partners. So you're going to have your own personal accountability partner who will stay on top of your goals. You'll tell them, hey, London, I want to have 700 credit score by this day. I want to have this by that day. Okay, by next week, I'm going to do all of this. Well, by next week, your accountability partner will be calling you to make sure that you got these things done. If not, I'm going to come up with some type of penalty to make sure that you're actually executing. It's one thing for you to spend money with somebody. It's another thing for them to actually be a part of your success. I want you to spend money with me, but it's not about the money. I make money so many different ways that you can actually keep your money. What I really want to do is be a part of your success story. I want to take you from where you are to where you desire to be, and I want to be a part of that. I want you to say, hey, London, thank you for helping me. I will never forget you. This mentorship changed my life. The Financial Wealth Academy helped me. I now own real estate. I now own businesses. I now have passive income. Hey, London, I fired my boss. Hey, London, I quit my job. Hey, London, I decreased my hours at work. Hey, London, I just took my first real luxury vacation and I made money while doing it. London, I just told my mom to put in her resignation letter because she's now I want to take my mom. I'm gonna give my mom her resignation letter, but she never has to go to work again. That's the vibes. That's the goals. Shout out to my girl Keena Thick, homeowner. She's also inside of my mentorship program. She's on her way to the results that she desired. But y'all got to understand that information on me, execution on you. And that's why I'm rolling out things like accountability partners and mental health coaches, because it's hard for you to show up and make all the money in the world and be this big business owner if your mental health is not where it needs to be. And I can relate because I've been there before. Like, just being transparent, I know what it's like. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I run multiple businesses. I'm responsible for multiple people and multiple things. And I can honestly say I cannot show up as my best self and be the greatest version of myself when my mental health is not aligned. I could barely get out the bed when my mental health is not aligned. And I know that people cannot afford mental health specialists. People cannot afford a community where they get to vent and they get to talk to other people and work with other people. And that's something that I want to cultivate inside of my community. So where your mental health is protected, you are at peace, you know, and you're making money, you're on your way to making money, you're executed, and you're able to just take risk. And one of the most important parts of the Financial Wealth Academy is that you're not doing it alone. Not only do you have me as your mentor, but you have so many other people that can relate to where you are. There's people that have more than you. There's people that have less than you. There's people that have equivalent to what you have. But most importantly, nobody judges nobody. Like, it's all, yeah, you can email me. I'll drop my email. It's all a bunch of people that are trying to get to the same place at the same time. So we're helping each other. We're supporting each other. When one win, we all win. When one need help, we all help. When you need this, somebody else will help you. You know, it's just a family that I've been able and blessed to cultivate inside my private mentorship. And I think God just truly made a safe space for us. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm so thankful for every single last person that's inside the Financial Wealth Academy. It's over 200 plus students inside the academy. So many of us have had wins. So many of us are on our way to wins. And welcome to everybody that's new inside the academy. I can't wait to have you guys inside. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the other side of the Financial Wealth Academy. If you want to show some support to me, just screenshot me and give me a shout out on Instagram. Tell everybody that you learned. Tell everybody that you learned something inside of this masterclass that's going to help you elevate your life, y'all. I just dropped my email address in the chat. Make sure you get it because I'm about to end the webinar. It was a pleasure. If you guys are Instagram and you're interested in my mentorship, all you have to do is comment the word wealth. I do have one slot available. My mentorship is typically $7,500. Tonight is on sale for $997, and you can break those payments up in 4 using Sezzle, Klarna, or ShopPay. Do not miss your chance to execute. I promise you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad. You're going to be mad. Y'all not. Oh, y'all, hold on. I'm sending it to everyone. Everyone. All right, y'all got it? Y'all got it? Let me know if y'all got it. All right, y'all, I just dropped the link to the mentorship. Make sure you guys get it. If you haven't joined, there's literally only one slot left. Okay, y'all. It's a first come, first serve basis kind of thing. So I hope you guys execute. I love y'all. Make sure y'all screenshot. I think I answered everyone's questions. Yes. If you guys have any last questions, let me know, and we out of here. We are out of here. Thank you so much. Forever grateful. Thank you guys. I'm forever grateful for y'all that show up for me each